Hotep, peace and love. Doing this video as a follow-up and a part two. And this video is about solutions to the vitamin conspiracy and into the food conspiracy. The conspiracy that deals with lack of nutrition. According to the World Health Organization, lack of nutrition is the #1 cause of poor health. It's nothing else. Chemtrails are important. The water is important. All these things are important, but your nutrition and eating the right foods, hands down, can heal you of all the other ails and things that you're suffering from. If you get and you take a bath in bleach, because like in the bath water and in our water in general, it has bleach in it. And if you take a bath in bleach, I'm not trying to scare you or anything like that. I'm just making a point here. You take a bath in bleach, you're going to be toxic. Yes, you're going to be toxic. But if you're eating right, you're eating healthy, you're getting all your minerals and vitamins. I mean, the toxic lifestyle just won't have as much of an effect on you. A lot of people out there, they smoke. And I'm going to do a video on smoking weed. I did a video about smoking weed. And since then, I want to add a little bit more information, more so from an occult perspective about weed. Not from a more like a health perspective, but from an occult perspective. But on the health side, when you smoke weed, now if you're using the vaporizer, this is different. But if you smoke like a blunt, most people like smoking blunts and Black and Milds and cigarettes, anything like that. When you do that stuff, it takes vitamins and nutrients and minerals away from your body. It takes chi in order to process that. Though the smoke and process, all of that into your body or whatever. So, and it takes a certain amount of chi to get that out of you. So in that, you lose a lot of vitamins and minerals and elements in your body, like in digesting meat, all of that. All the stuff that we do in a lower degenerate lifestyle, it takes vitamins and stuff like that and energy to like digest that and to metabolize that, and the stuff that we're doing, drinking alcohol and all this stuff, like that takes away from chi or energy. And if you're intelligent, you're smart, you'll learn how to put things back, and you'll know what's being taken away from when you're doing a certain thing. So you'll know what you're losing when you're smoking. You'll know what you're losing when you have sex. So when men have sex, you lose a lot. Women don't lose anything. Let me point this out here, because I get a lot of sisters emailing me saying, I want to know how not to lose my energy like when I'm having sex. You're not losing anything. If you're having trouble with your sexual energy as a woman, if you're having trouble with like feeling sexual, it's emotional for a woman. It's not dealing with anything physical usually. It's emotional. Could be a health problem. Could be a health problem as well. Fibroids and things like that. If you're having vaginal dryness, there's herbs I have on my website for all of that. But for men, you lose a lot of chi and energy when you ejaculate. So you want to put that back by eating the right foods and taking in the right nutrients. So I know I said this video is going to be about solutions, and that's exactly what I meant. So in this video, I'm going to talk about a new product that I came up with based upon a lot of people have been talking to me about how they want to be vegetarian, but they have been having two really big complaints. One big complaint is they're going to lose a lot of weight if they're a vegetarian. The second big complaint is that they feel like they can't get protein unless they eat meat and vitamin B12. Where they're going to get it from? People don't know. And that's why I'm putting out this video. And that's also why I went even further than that and put together a product to help people out. Because I don't want to give you any excuses not to be a vegan. I really don't. I don't want to give you no excuses. You say, I can't be a vegan because I don't want to lose weight. I'm a football player. Well, it's no excuse now, because I just came up with a product that will help you not to lose weight even when you become a vegan. Now, I know I'm not a huge muscle bound guy or anything like that, because that's not my natural body weight. We all have different natural body weights and things like that. That's something that you have to understand too. A lot of football players and things like that, they make you eat a lot of meat so that they can metabolize it and work out as bodybuilders and turn that meat into muscle. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they're making people eat a lot of meat. But you can eat certain foods and not lose a lot of body weight, but you'll drop down to your natural body weight. And you should always want to be your natural body weight. Even if you're muscle bound, if you're over your natural body weight, you are obese, you're overweight. You're not obese, but you're overweight. No matter if it's muscle or not, you're overweight. And over time, that's going to turn into fat because you're past your body weight. So you always want to be your natural body weight. Some people are muscular and stocky. That's some people's natural body weight. Believe it or not, there's some people that have a certain bloodline in them that they're obese. They're naturally obese. There are some naturally obese people out there. I know you're like, no, it's not. And a lot of health people ain't going to agree with me on that. They're just obese because they eat a certain way. That's all that is. No, you don't know their bloodlines. See, I know about bloodlines, and I study ET bloodlines, and obese people go back to I'm talking about morbidly obese people go back to the Deros, which is a group of ETs, and they have that trait in their genetics. See, and the doctors, they don't know what a Darrow's trait looks like. They don't know what that looks like because they don't even believe in ETs. So that's why a lot of stuff you hear on this channel, you like, it sounds so far out. It's because the knowledge of where society is right now in comparison to the stuff that you hear on this channel is like night and day. Because where society is like, they're so like far back. They're so far back in society. So yeah, I mean, so you won't lose weight. You won't lose weight if you take in the right foods. Now I have on my website, just created a really nice superfood. It's a superfood, and basically what it is it has every vitamin that you need. Every dose of it is 60% protein. It has all the minerals that you need. It has everything that you could literally live off of this particular superfood that I put together called Green Stuff with moringa. Now, what is moringa? Moringa is a superfood that if you took it and ingested it, and it's like you don't need to eat. Technically, you don't need to eat. Each teaspoon or each dosage is like 61% protein in it, in moringa leaf. 61% protein. All your vitamin C, all your B vitamins, B12 is in it. Everything you need is in it. 3 times the amount of calcium as milk. 3 times the amount of calcium. 3 times the amount of vitamin C as oranges. All in this one particular superfood that comes from Africa called moringa. It comes from actually where humans started out in Kenya. And this is why people are ignorant, because it started in Kenya. The first strand of it, or the oldest strand of it, goes back to Kenya. And Kenya is where the pygmies, or the pygmy tribe, came from. And the pygmy tribe was the first indigenous tribe on this planet. And of course we know the pygmies didn't eat. What you think they was doing? They was eating those moringa leaves. And that's why they were able to do the things they did. The pygmies were known to be able to, they didn't talk. They communicated through telepathy. They levitated. They're able to do all these amazing things. And the reason for that is because of the moringa. That's what I believe. Because, that's where the oldest strand goes back to Kenya. And that's just my own belief. I'm not saying that's definitely precisely correct. I'm just saying that's my own personal belief. I believe that the moringa was what they were taking. Now they have other strands of it now in India now. So like the Indians, they take the moringa root. But now they're actually getting ready to start growing a lot of moringa in South America right now. South America is actually funding farmers. A lot of the South American governments are funding farmers to go ahead and start growing the moringa, because moringa could solve world hunger. Solve world hunger. If you research it, all the sites will tell you that. All the sites you go to, if you research moringa leaf or seed, because you can take the seed or the leaf, or the oil too. You can put the oil on your skin, turn it into like an oil or extract. It solves all problems, world hunger, because like you don't have to have children in Kenya and in parts of East Africa starving with their ribs touching their skin. You don't have to see that. The only reason why you see that is because of ignorance. If people knew about moringa and knew about spirulina and certain things, they could give this to people that are starving in Africa and would be no starvation, because that's all you need is that one particular leaf. And you don't need anything else. You don't have to eat anything else. You don't need all the stuff you see in supermarkets is obsolete, just based off that one particular leaf. Now I'm not saying don't eat certain stuff. Don't get sarcastic. Don't get fanatical on me, beloveds. Don't get fanatical and be like, well, I just can't eat anything, just moringa, all moringa. I'm not saying that. No, Ram Hotep's not saying that. I'm just saying that you eat the moringa, definitely, you know what I'm saying? You definitely want to take that in, but then you still can eat the other foods. And if you eat the moringa in addition to the other foods, you'll be good. Because a lot of people, they don't eat green vegetables. And that's why I came up with the green stuff on my website, because a lot of people, they don't eat green vegetables. They just, for whatever reason, we don't have the time. Some people say they don't like the taste. Some people tell me they're allergic, which is, if you're allergic to vegetables, that's impossible. I'll do a whole video on that, but that's impossible. So I don't buy that you're allergic to vegetables. I just don't. But because vegetables are the things that are in vegetables, and the stuff that's in vegetables, your body creates every last component in it. So how could you be? That doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, people say they're allergic to vegetables and just all of this stuff or whatever. So that's why I came up with the green stuff with moringa in it, because you can take this literally in all the green vegetables that you need. It's in that one tablet. Everything is in a tablet form and a powder form. Energy that you need. People are walking around tired, taking caffeine, like I was talking about in part 1, popping caffeine and stuff like that. You don't need to pop caffeine. You wouldn't have to pop caffeine or anything like that if you were eating the right nutritions. People have cancer. You wouldn't have cancer if you're eating the right nutrition. People have acne. You wouldn't have acne if you were eating the right green vegetables. The list goes on. Hypermyalgia. The list goes on and on, beloved, of the different problems that all come from one thing, which is not consuming enough green vegetables. You need enough green vegetables. Now, moringa is the king of green vegetables on the land. Now, it's not the best of green vegetables when it comes to, or it's not the best, I guess you could say the best plant on the planet, because actually the water plants are even better than the moringa. But the moringa is off the chain though when it comes to, the moringa is off the chain when it comes to just protein and everything you need. There's no other supplement out there. There's no other leaf out there that can just like stand up against it. Now, in my supplement, I not only use moringa, but my supplement or my I'm telling you what's in it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to buy things from me. I'm letting you know what's in it. So these are the things you need. So you need moringa. Whether you get the moringa from me on my website through the Green Machine, or whether you get it from somewhere else, that's obsolete. You need it because if you're going to be a vegan or a vegetarian, you need protein. You need vitamins. So and moringa has all of that in it. But you have the spirulina, and the spirulina is a seaweed, and it's even more powerful than moringa. More protein. Like 70% protein, I believe. Can you believe that? 70% protein in each dosage. Man, that's just, you can't, energy, all that, your energy will be off the chain. If you talk about taking this spirulina, just alone, like with the protein and the spirulina, then you got, another thing I put into my supplement is Japanese chlorella. Japanese chlorella. And Japanese chlorella is another seaweed that comes from this ocean. The oceans in Japan. I got the Japanese strand. That's what I use, the Japanese strand. And this thing, again, protein, B12, vitamin C, every vitamin in it. Same thing with the moringa, same thing with the spirulina. So I combine all of those into one formula, in addition to some other things that I put in this formula. That's just the three main components, with a proprietary blend to come up with basically a supplement that, I don't care if you're vegan, vegetarian, if you're not getting the right nutrition, you need this, because this is beyond soybeans. Moringa has 3 times the amount of protein that the soybeans even have. So even your soy patties, you can't get more protein from soy patties than you can from moringa. From just that one supplement on my website, you can get that much nutrition. Now, again, there's other sites out there that you can get them from, health food stores and things like that. But again, I put together my own formula. This is a formula product that I put together that's specifically designed for energy. It's designed to help with your chi. It's designed to help with vitamin B12, vitamin C, the beta carotene, all the vitamins that you need, so that you don't have to take essential oils. And so I'm not essential oils, but so that you don't have to take the multivitamins that don't come from natural vitamin sources usually, unless it says from food sources. If it doesn't say from food sources, the vitamins aren't natural, so don't get those vitamins. I just want to throw that out there now. Only get vitamins that come from food sources that have iron. If it has iron in it, make sure it's iron that your body can metabolize. Don't get synthetic iron. There's synthetic iron and there's natural iron. You need the natural iron. Moringa has natural iron in it, calcium. The minerals that it has in it. It's just off the chain. So you talking vitamins. You want to be a vegan, you want to be a vegetarian, you're having issues with depression, schizophrenia, mental disorders, any type of mental disorders that you're having, you're lacking green vegetables. You need to take green vegetables. This has changed my life. I've been lacking green vegetables, and I've been a vegetarian on and off, like I said, for 10 years. And I've been lacking green vegetables. When I started taking the supplement, my energy went way up. I was always like active because I was taking other vegetables. I was taking other supplements like ginseng and the strong formula. I have a strong formula, which is a sexual supplement for males on my website. I take a lot of that. So I always had vigor, but it's just, I still felt like mentally, it was more in the mind. Like my mind just wasn't, I was just too slow. It wasn't moving fast enough. Just wasn't acute enough. And I found out that that's what it was. I was not eating enough green vegetables. I was not getting vitamin B12, vitamin B9, vitamin B6. I wasn't getting my vitamins, right? I was getting my vitamin C, but my vitamin Bs. You need those vitamin Bs, vegetarians, so that you won't be depressed. That's why a lot of vegetarians are like flighty, and they don't really live in their head. They live outside of their body because they're not taking in the right foods and becoming one with their body and aligning their chakras with their diet. Like, it's one thing to be healthy, but you have to know what you're eating. Be a food scientist. Be a food revolutionist. So Last point I'm going to make on this, as far as solutions to vitamins and nutrition. Brothers out there, I said it before in another video. If you're having sex, you busting nuts, you're losing sperm, you're losing nutrition. Every time you bust a nut, it takes, listen to this, and this is a fact, it takes 3 months, beloveds, under like a person that doesn't know anything about health, they just eat normal, eating at McDonald's and eating all this food that people eat. If they never bust another nut, it would take them 3 months to get all that nutrition that they lost in that one, probably teaspoon of sperm that they released back. It would take that long to get all of it back. Now they get a lot of it back quicker than that. They get a lot of it back quicker than that. But I'm saying getting it all back to the point where you back where you was at before that takes up to 3 months if you don't know how to eat and put certain stuff back in your body strategically. And most men don't. One thing I'll say is you need the zinc, brothers. You're losing a lot of zinc when you ejaculate, amongst other things. You're losing a lot more than just zinc, but zinc is one of the main things that you're losing. A lot of that zinc. So you definitely want to put that back. And when you take the green stuff with the moringa, with the strong herbal formula that I have on my website, which is the male sexual formula, I mean, those two together, you will be feeling very much masculine. You'll be feeling definitely masculine, you know what I'm saying? Very energetic, but not energetic like you're on Viagra where you can't control your sex drive, but energetic where you have vigor, where you have strength, where you have drive, where you could work for 12 and 13 hours a day. I mean, you don't really need to be having sex and busting nuts every day, period, even if you are taking the green stuff, because there's so much other things that we do, like smoking and stuff that takes away from vitamins and stuff like that too. It's not just sex. So that goes for the women too. Like you putting stuff in your perm in your hair, all this stuff, your body has to get this stuff out of you. You putting perms in your hair, you breathing out these chemicals. Your body has to use chi to get stuff that is foreign to it out of you. And when it uses chi, it takes vitamins and all that to fuel the chi, and minerals and stuff like that to fuel the chi. So that's why you have to eat healthy, beloveds. You have to eat healthy so that you can have enough chi and enough energy to do the things that you want to do, so that you'll be clear when you're doing things. You wonder why you're not getting in tune with your intuition, why you're not getting psychic communications from your ancestors. You wonder why your rituals aren't working. It's because of your diet. You're not eating healthy. It's like the energy that you bring into it is the ritual. That's all you got is your vessel. The energy that you have within your vessel, that's all you have. So you definitely want to make sure that you take in the right amounts of all the minerals, all the vital amines that you need, all the nutrients that you need. Make sure you drink enough water when you take these supplements. You want to drink at least a gallon of water a day. You want to take at least a gallon of good water a day. Put lemons in your water. If you can't afford alkaline water, put lemons in your water. So that's going to do it for me. My brief couple videos on food. If you guys are interested in getting all the vitamins that you need, visit my website at the link below. And you can definitely check out our new product, which is called the Green Stuff with Moringa. I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching. And I'll leave you all again in the greetings of peace and love.